evening. This is the video newsletter for Buy Sell Short for Thursday, March 3rd. Monster day today on the market. Dow up 200 points, but nothing compared to the day we had yesterday. Talk about a monster day for us yesterday. In the chat room, we had plays just popping off left and right. Huge winners. We gave back some of that today, but not a surprise given the size of some of the moves we had on our plays yesterday. And, the reason for the market going up today, there's some talk about, the Arab League sponsoring a peace talk with the Libyans and sponsored by Venezuela, whatever. Oil down barely, but a lot of the stocks got some of the air taken out of them. We'll see what happens on these stocks tomorrow. We had a nice little rebound on the oil, on the price of oil going into the close. We've got the weekend coming, so I wouldn't write off oil prices yet. It still was able to hold above $100 today, and I'm still thinking they're going to try and make a run for that 110 area, just like they did back in 2008. As for the market, we had some more jobless claims, positive jobless claims news today. I mean, the economic data all week has just been fantastic. Nothing but good news. We've got the jobs report tomorrow. Expectations are that that number will beat, and I think it's going to beat as well. And the reason being, we expected the jobs number to beat last month, but a lot of the jobs didn't really get counted in the surveys, so we'll probably see some catch up on tomorrow's report. Market, just a huge move today. Trapped a lot of the bears in the shorts, even though they won't admit it. Those guys are they need to get a new job because they're at least a broken clock is right twice a day. These guys are right once every 50 times they call a top in the market. What told us not to be worried about the market yesterday, other than the huge moves we were seeing in the oil and alternative energy stocks, is there was tremendous strength in the SMH yesterday. And if you've been with me any amount of time, you know that that is the one index, the one ETF that I look towards to give me an idea on the market, because it leads almost every move that matters in the market, both up and down. And yesterday, that the market, sort of trading around flat line without oil prices up, and you had a lot of people coming in, a lot of these moron traders saying, the top was in, they were buying puts, blah, blah, blah. My response to them was, look at the SMH. SMH was up sharply on the day, was holding its gains, and that was a sign not to be worried about the market. And look what happened today. We had the Dow up 200, NASDAQ up 50 points, SMH up another 73 cents, and Bob's your uncle. Off we go again. Back to the Dow 15-minute chart. You recall a couple of days ago, I mentioned in the video that we were getting ready to have a golden cross, and that finally happened late in the session today. And the good thing about this golden cross, I mean, I know it's hard to say, the average game whenever we get a golden cross is about 150 points going back over the last 3 years. And given that we're up 191 points right now, it's kind of hard to say, hey, we're going to see another 150-point move over the next couple of days. But, it's showing the classic signs here. We had the golden cross, and we had the market dip after that golden cross, which is typical action. So let's see what happens, Just looking at the golden cross, maybe the jobs number is really going to make the market happy tomorrow, and we're going to see the shorts running for the Vaseline jars yet again. Dow daily chart, uptrend line held. We're above the 50-day moving average. RSI bouncing off 50. Stochastics looking good. And, just the Fed money, the Bernanke put, is working perfectly. And we've got, another 3 months of that Fed money coming in every day. So, we could be more of the same. The market, while we had a little bit of a pause there midweek, market's acting exactly like it did after the Egypt BS. And look what happened then. Market ran another, couple of percent after that. So let's see if we can get a test of the highs tomorrow. And actually, if we went back to the highs again tomorrow, that would be within our 150-point golden cross on the Dow 15-minute chart. Quick mention on the SMH. Check out the stochastics on the SMH. Love the charts on this one. Perfect bounce. Back up through 50. About to get a positive MACD cross as well on the SMH. And recall the last time we had a positive MACD cross on the SMH, we saw a nice little $1.50 pop on this one. So next level to watch will be a breakthrough that 36.64. Actually, I'm looking at it in after hours. We are above the breakout in after hours. So going to be a very interesting session tomorrow. If you are short this market or short a lot of stocks, make sure you've got a Vaseline jar next to you because you could possibly need it. As for stock plays, LEI, monster winner. This one actually hit $4 in after hours trading yesterday for almost a 100% gain in a couple of days. Can't ask for anything better than that. We're still riding a little bit of this, and we've given up some profits on it, but that's fine. We banked huge on these oil plays. I don't think the oil plays are over. If the shorts are able to hammer LEI down a little bit lower, it will have a secondary run. All these big movers usually have secondary runs, so that is the way we're playing this one. My other favorite oil play is RAME. Almost broke through that $2 level today. So this is a rule of two stock right now. Next add on this one would be a break through $2 with a 210 and 220 target. They've got earnings next week, so we could see a nice little move on this one, especially if we see a rebound in oil prices over the next couple of days. Loser, though, today, BWEN. The chart looked really good yesterday, really good today. We possibly forced it. I probably would not have jumped into this stock yesterday if it wasn't for the moves we were seeing in alternative energy stocks and in the oil stocks. So, sometimes whenever you push plays, jump into them a little premature, you pay for it. Minimal downside on this one. We had stops at $1.50. We stopped out of it. We can always play it again. Next add on this one would be a move through $1.60 is where I would look to pick it up again. I mean, this stock is deeply oversold. It's been hammered over the last couple of weeks, so it will have a bounce. We'll jump back into it when it breaks $1.60. New plays. ADLR. This is an old favorite of ours, and breakout plays have just continued to be fantastic in this market. Last time we played a breakout play on ADLR was late in December, and we ended up getting, almost a 20% move out of it. We got another trend breakout today at $1.50. I would be adding this one, $1.50 and under with stops. You can put your stops at the 20-day exponential, 142, but really no resistance until we get up to that 175 area, which is a nice, what are we looking at there? Almost a 20% gain possible from here. We've got RSI bouncing off 50. Positive MACD cross. Check out stochastics. Bounce off the 50 level. And you guys know how much I love seeing stochastics go up to 80, come down, hold the 50 level, and then bounce. And that coinciding with a positive MACD cross and this trend line breakout on ADLR. And this stock should make us very, very happy over the next couple of days, in my opinion. IKAN, old favorite of ours. Been a couple of weeks since its earnings report, and there's a funny thing that's been happening in this market lately. Stocks that don't really post monster earnings that have a retrace are exploding to the upside. Look what IPAS has done for us over the last 4 days. We jumped into that play, $1.40, $1.42 on Friday as a bottom play, and look, it hit 167 today, 20% gain in 4 days. Nice bottom action here on IKAN. Break through that 50-day moving average tomorrow at 131, and we are off to the races, baby, with resistance up there at the $1.50 level. RSI breaking up through 50. Nice volume again today, and the indicators look really, really good on this one. One of our other plays, TRID, this one disappointed us big time in January. We stopped out for a fat loss on it. This one owes us, and it looks like it's about ready to pay us back nicely. Nice bottomed out chart. Breakout is a close above the 20-day exponential 138. We've had a couple of probes through that 140 level. The next breakthrough 140 should light this baby up. First resistance is up there at the 50-day moving average, 10% higher, 153. But like I mentioned, one of its peers, ZRAN, got bought out for a monster premium 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago. Exact same earnings story on ZRAN as on TRID. They're in the same market, they're having the same issues, and that's peer got bought out for a valuation that should have TRID trading up in the twos. Here we have it at a 50% discount. Nice bottom chart, $1.30 stops. RSI in a nice little slow uptrend. Stochastics in the basement. I think this one's going to be a very nice little mover for us over the next couple of days. Now, there was a big mover today in the market, USAT, NTWK. This is another one we've been playing recently. I think this one, we have a green market tomorrow, and this stock is over $2, and it could follow the move that we saw on USAT. Check out the USAT chart. Except for this big spike, almost identical to the NTWK spike, our chart we see right now. So, looking at this one, $2 is the next add. I would be adding this one through $2. Targets 210, 218, 240, and stops right now $1.80 on it. But I think we're going to be very happy campers in this one tomorrow and Monday. RSI looks great. Stochastics in the basement. And again, like I said, these beaten down tech plays are putting on some monster bounces right now. And this is one that should give us a nice little gain here in the near term. Some of the oil plays I like right now are QBC, even though we had a retrace on this one today. Any movement back in the price of oil, and they'll be chasing that. DEJ is the other one. And some of the other chat room plays, the alternative energy plays. Right now we're up, 15% pop on DSTI. That was a chat room play yesterday. So definitely, there hasn't been a whole lot of emails over the last couple of days just because stocks have been moving so quickly. So if you can, hop into the chat room. Some nice fat plays in there. If you've got any questions on any of the plays, feel free to shoot me an email. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the chat room tomorrow. Good night.